Damn. Gonna be power selection. Trying to get a house selection for y'all. Excuse me. Alrighty. What are my 10 of cards? All right. Hey y'all, it's Ancestor back with another video. So we're gonna be doing next week's predictions. Anything could pop out, so choose your power wisely. That's all I can say. All the advice I'm gonna give. I don't recommend picking a pile for people and stuff like that. Go with your intuition. Go with the flow of your own energy, okay? And pick your pile. I'm just gonna do 3 piles today. I did just drop a video. Is it in my head or is it my intuition? Or is my intuition telling me something? It is in my videos, so you can check that out. I just posted that this morning, so yeah. And that is the love edition. So if you're interested, if your intuition been telling you something and you're interested in knowing what's going on in your relationship, go check that video out. But yeah, it'll be 3 pile selections. I will give you guys something to choose from if you don't choose from the thumbnail. And let's get right into it. Hey y'all. So pile 1 is going to be this Juicy Couture perfume. This is pile 1. I'm good in yourself. Pile 2 is going to be this mermaid pen. Again, y'all can choose intuitively or y'all can choose from the thumbnail. It really doesn't matter. All right, this is pile 2. Pile 3 is going to be the Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray by e.l.f. All right. And this is pile 3. Bye. So pile 1 is going to be the Juicy Couture. Pile 2. Pile 3. Alright. Let's get right into pile 1. Ancestor got 2 7 energy. Thank you for your divine light and knowledge always. Let's see. Next week predictions for my pile 1s. Some of you could be like writing the text out, deleting it. I'm seeing you guys work on something really hard and then deleting it at the end of the day because you're dealing with some type of self-doubt or just getting rid of it. I feel like you shouldn't do that. Just put it in your archives or something. Save it. Don't delete it because you have some type of doubt. If you're going to be facing some type of self-doubt, you might not have much confidence in yourself next week coming up. You may like, it could be social media stuff. You know what I mean? Like when you see other people, you think they're doing good. You think they're doing better than you. So it may make you feel like discouraged. Try not to be in that energy, okay, next week. There's something here like that. And definitely don't delete anything that you come up with. Any project you make, save it because you never know who needs to hear it, who wants to see it. All right. For some of you, if you're in school or something like that, there's just something here like protect your files. If you are like on, especially on a computer, if you're working on a paper, if you're working on something that's a little bit more serious. For some of you, could just be like writing a book, but the whole overall message is don't doubt yourself. Whatever you come up with is something somebody can relate to. You know, it's not a failure. Okay, there's something here like that. Next week predictions. And like be careful of your mind playing tricks on you. Like I said, there's something here about you just, you're gonna see something and it may shift your perspective in a negative way. Like if you've been feeling on your high horse, like you got everything together, you're gonna see something that's gonna make you feel like, oh man, maybe I'm not doing so good. Maybe it's not what I think it is. Maybe I don't look how I think I look. It could be anything, but spirit is urging you to not think this way because your mind could just be playing some type of tricks on you at that time, okay? Next week predictions for my power ones. If you have like a messy or junky house or backyard, whatever, and you have a pet, you need to make sure that they're not eating like garbage. That's so random, but I'm telling you, somebody's gonna resonate to that one. You, like, be careful of your pet choking or eating something they shouldn't be. I'm gonna say whatever I get. So if it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But this is what I'm getting. Like, tidy up your house next week. Especially watch after your pets, even your children. If you have children, it doesn't have to be pets. If you have little people, you know, around your house, little things, pay close attention to them. But it's something to do with dirt or them getting into mess or clutter. Be careful. It could just be simply somebody getting into the trash. You know what I mean? Like, just tie the bags up, watch out, you know. Keep alert, keep your house and surroundings clean. But there's something here about trash. A child or a pet getting into trash. Next week predictions for my part one. Next week predictions for my pile one. Pile ones next week, you can have the feeling of being more in your natural state. I want to say more in your natural state. For a lot of you, females, you're going to be feeling like you don't want to like have anything in your hair. Like you kind of just want to be free. For a lot of you, you might be on your cycle next week. But you're just going to want to feel comfortable as far as what you're wearing and how you look. You're not really going to care for putting on too much makeup, getting your hair done. Not saying you're going to look a mess. I'm just saying you're not going to like put too much product, trying to do too much when it comes to like, you know, how you appear. You're going to want to try to kind of want to be free in a sense of wearing loose clothes. So you could be on your cycle. There's something here about bloat. But at the same time, you feel good because you're wearing comfortable. You're making yourself comfortable for the way you're feeling. So A lot of you could be experiencing bloating. You know, it's your cycle. You may just be feeling a little bit icky because that's just how you feel in your cycle. But that doesn't mean like you're going to make yourself feel good. You're going to make yourself, you know, feel comfortable for that moment. I said June predictions. Next week predictions. Next week predictions for my pile ones. Yeah. You're going to probably be to yourself. You're going to be in an I don't give a F mood. So again, I'm picking up on cycles. You're definitely going to be on your period or something next week if you're a female. You're going to really just be in an I don't care mood. You might just stay to yourself, stay in the house, just stay in your own bubble, in your own zone, not really talking to people like that. I feel like there's going to be things that try to bother you, but you're not going to care about it because you're going to put yourself in that energy. Like, I'm not going to care. I don't feel like caring about that right now. For some of you, you may like cut your hair, get a haircut, male or female. There's just something here about a release, or just like not having tracks in your hair, not having on your wig, you know, just kind of going free. A lot of you are going to like trim your hair though. I'm hearing big chop. Thinking about doing something new to your hair. Let's see. Next week's predictions for my pile ones. Some of you need to change out your pillowcases and pillows. It may be making you break out. There's something here also about getting cozy. I don't know. I keep picking up on that energy. Like you're gonna be loving how your bed feels, and like just being home, staying to yourself, doing like homely things. That's gonna be your energy next week. I don't really see you wanting to go out, wanting to really engage with much people and do much things. I don't really see it. Some of you may spend time with a daughter or like a sister, little sister, a niece. There's a little girl in your energy the next week. You may gift her with something. Could be her birthday. Give her like a teddy bear or some type of toy. Or she may ask you to play with her. Like, you know what I mean? Like you have like a little sister or your daughter or something. There's something here like that. You're going to be spending significant time with this little girl, but not in like a weird way. Y'all know what I mean. Yeah, because you got don't take it personally. This is having to do with your isolation. I feel like you're going to be being your feelings. And it's not, again, I'm just heavily picking up on your cycle if you're a female watching. Or you're about to be, you just going through those emotions. You know that moment before you just feel like, don't talk to me. So maybe like people around you, you'll be telling them that, or, you know, however you do. There's just something here where you're going to be in your own bubble. Next week predictions for my pile ones. You know what's crazy? You're going to be hanging out with your friends next week. And you're going to, you're not going to really want to be around them. And it's not them. So that's why I'm saying, like, don't take it personally. You may end up really telling them that, like, y'all, I'm just not feeling it today. They still may be playing and laughing with you, but you're just not going to be feeling it. There's also somebody that's going to, like, take a joke, or somebody going to make some type of joke around you, and you're not just going to be in a mood for it. It's going to come off offensive. And they're probably going to tell you, like, don't take it serious. Like, I'm just playing. But in the mood you're going to be in, you don't give a fuck. Like, why you cracking jokes on me? Fuck. There's something here like that. Somebody going to be playing too much while you're not in the mood. I'm getting that. That's going to cause you to want to be yourself. People always playing. You're not even in the mood for that shit. Next week predictions for my pile ones. Yeah, look. You may get a surprise visit from somebody. Didn't I mention like a pet getting into something? Just put your things up. Like if you don't want your pets getting into stuff, if you don't want things getting a mess, just organize before that time comes. I feel like that's just best to do. All right, let's see. And it might be like some type of children's party or birthday coming up. you may be either preparing for or going to attending. It's just given like I'm also getting, if you have a child or something and they go to this party with you or something, they're not gonna be liking the vibe either. But I'm definitely picking up on, you see the little girl and the party, like something here like that next week. Balloons. I'm picking up somebody's gonna like unexpectedly invite you to like somewhere where you're not gonna really want to be there. Even your child probably won't want to be there. But for a lot of you, it could be like your sister or your brother or somebody in the family calling like, hey, do you want to come to my niece's birthday or my daughter's birthday party? Da, 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 and you're just like, oh, that's next week. And you're like, and they like, yeah, like, so you may get randomly invited to like some type of party somewhere you don't want to be though. It's not like something for you. You know what I mean? It's going to be something else, like a child's birthday party or something like that. But you're not going to be feeling the vibe. Or your kid won't be feeling the vibe. Your child won't be feeling the vibe. Something here like that. Can I have some June predictions for my pile ones? Pile ones is so random, I swear. I keep saying June predictions. I don't know why, but I meant to say next week predictions. It's still June, but still. Can I have some next week predictions for my pile ones? I'm gonna pull some tarot too to see what we get. I have some next week predictions for my pile ones. Y'all, look, it's a freaking pet. Like, didn't I mention earlier? I don't do pet readings, but it's popping on this one, pile one. So if you have a pet or something, yeah. And now I'm hearing like chased by a dog. So somebody's dog may be loose on a block or something like that. Just be aware of your surroundings if you're scared of that stuff. If you're not scared, you know, just be aware. There's also like, I'm picking up on pet readings and it's dumb to me, but people really are interested in that sometimes. But I'm picking up on, if you have a pet, do keep a close eye on your pet this week. I'm even getting a pet like acting up. Like, especially if you have a cat, they may be doing some stuff like this, like being all aggressive. You're like, hey, Mimi, or whatever, and then she's just like, like, it could be something like that. It don't have to be nothing deep, but it could just be your pet maybe acting up. Your pet could be sick, or you know, when your pet is like injured or harmed, have a scratch, they're a little bit more aggressive. They're like, so it could be something like that. Like, watch around your, especially for, I'm hearing dogs. So, like, if your dog is always outside, you send your dog out, just be careful because it could have got a little scratch or something. Look around his paws and his ears or something. I don't know, y'all. I'm getting a weird message. So, y'all let me know if that resonates later. Yeah, I'm getting dog fight now, or cat fight, or you may witness your pet getting in a fight with another. Look, I don't know. Can I say next week's predictions for my pile ones? Oh, you have memories comfort us. All right, I'm going to say trigger warning because now I'm sad. I feel like next week, if you had like a passed on father or loved one, like, you're going to come across something. It doesn't even have to be a passed on person, but you may come across something that somebody passed on, gave you, and it's going to make you think about them again, like just the memories. You're going to be holding that thing in your hand because that thing comforts you when you have the feeling of missing that person. You know what I mean? Especially if it's a passed on parent or something like that. It could be anything from your childhood. You may just have something in your hand and hold it and really embrace those memories and think of it again like, man, those were good times and stuff like that. I am picking up on that. For a lot of you, there's something here about being more in touch with your inner child next week. So you may like staying to yourself in isolation, or, you know, the way you're going to be feeling, you're going to be reflecting a lot. You may reflect about how things used to be when you were a child. You know, those memories may come back up. I'm heavily picking up on a grandmother or a mother. For some of you, they may have passed away. So you may just be missing them, missing those times. Yeah. For some of you, be careful of like being depressed or just being in the bed too much, because I was definitely picking up on somebody that just was laying down, laying around, kind of wanted to be to yourself, because it may trigger like not abandonment wounds, but like times when you didn't have anyone, or you may just start overthinking. Let me just make it like that. You may just start overthinking, and it may put you in your feelings or something like that. Okay, so just be aware. Just be aware. And it's like this thing you're gonna find, or this thing that you have of your passed on loved one, is charged with their energy. So when you hold it, it kind of gives you this feeling of protection that they're still with you. So next week, you may come across something that you haven't even seen in so long, but it's from somebody that passed away. And when you hold it, you're going to feel their energy. And it's not in a creepy way, like hocus pocus, all that stuff. No, that's movie shit. It's going to be in some real protection energy. Like you're going to be feeling the energy. Like, yeah, this person's still with me in a good way. Not in no creepy way or nothing like that. Okay, let me pull a couple more. Next week predictions for my power ones. I was gonna pull some tarot. Maybe I should, right? And here goes the body shaming. I just knew this was coming. I knew you were gonna be in your feelings like this. You're gonna be. It might just be because you're bloated. Like for my females, y'all know how that is. Time of the month, bloating makes you look like you just gained 15 pounds overnight. Like that is not fair. So it may just be something like that. You may just wake up feeling like a chunky little monkey. Like, you feel like you got a little extra weight on you. But you will be feeling like... It says you are good enough as you are right now. So it's just... You'll just be looking at yourself a lot. I don't know. I'm just picking up on somebody. Because I want to say that you're giving yourself this motivational speech, but you're not going to be in that mood to. And all I could keep picking up on is it's the time of the month, because that's the only time, like, nobody can tell me shit. When it's the time of the month, that's just how I'm feeling. So it could be something like that, which will cause you to wear like more black or something next week. You're going to notice that. You're going to be seeing yourself wear black and like, oh, Jennifer Tarot said that. Yeah, thank you. Make sure you tell me that. There's something here though about books, looking into your closet, looking into your old stuff. Since you are going to be probably home a little bit more next week, you may just be catching yourself digging, and this is where you're going to find stuff. You're going to find like old stuff, things you used to write. For some of you, you could be writers. That's what I was picking up on at this time. If your creative spark is peaking, you feel like you want to write something, go ahead and write it, but do not delete it when the moment is over. Don't look over and go, ugh, what was I thinking? No, save it, because your creativity is unique. It's yours. You know what I mean? Everybody is trying to be like everybody these days. So if you have something you think is out of the ordinary, so what? So let's pull some tarot. Next week predictions for my pile ones. Get 3 cards. You're going to be like motivated to post. You're going to be motivated to show social media some type of side of you. What I feel like you are going to try to show yourself in some type of way, but do not let self-doubt creep in where you start to feel like, oh, now I'm going to delete this. No, keep it up. Let them see it. Yeah, you got the Wheel of Fortune. You got Judgment. Yup. Ace of Swords. For some of you, it's going to be a bold statement. You're either going to post something that you want to write, because a lot of people have been writing like long paragraphs, posts. I even see it on YouTube, like these nice posts where they're talking like intuitively. I love things like that. So you may try to be something creative. I say you may try to be something creative. You may try to do something creative in the sense of, yeah. I'm also picking up next week, somebody's going to express something to you, or you're going to want to speak your truth. I'm feeling like for a lot of you, it's going to be amongst a crowd of people. So that's why I'm thinking social media. I'm also picking up school. If you got court, it's going to be something like that where you're going to. So Y'all, why I just get into this? Bro, every time it's gonna be, oh my god, there's gonna be so much things that you get into next week that you're just not going to want to do. I mean, like, interacting with people wise. Everything, like, every time I try to start this reading, y'all, it's distraction after distraction. Like, okay, this person's going away. Thank God. I feel like you're going to be feeling like that. You're going to want to stay to yourself. I'm telling you, Power One, like, you're going to want to feel like being alone. Like, and it's not even on some lonely shit. You're not going to feel lonely. You're going to love the energy of being alone. As soon as somebody walks out the room or get off the phone with you, you're going to be like, oh my God, like, so there's going to be something about your anxiety. Could be through the roof. You could just be overwhelmed next week with everything that's going on. Like, I sat here on this phone call for 10 minutes long. I did not want to be in the fucking phone call. It was my coworker, and she was just complaining about the job. And I was like, yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, okay. Like, not that I don't want to engage, but it's the fact that I was already working on something, which was the reading. And she's calling me for something that's not important. Do I want to be mean and rude? No. But get off my line, bitch. It's like, I'm just kidding. But that's just going to be the energy that you're going to be in next week. So let's pull one more since I had y'all on that little hold. Can I have some next week predictions for my Power Ones, Ancestors, and Spirit Guides, please? In my line all the time. Can I have some predictions for next week? My Power Ones. Ooh, not this came right back out. Like, I'm telling you, I shoved it in the deck. It was like, I said what I said. So you got the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is usually an anxiety card. Insomnia, stressing, just being overwhelmed. Didn't I say that? But in this sense, the Nine of Swords for me, because yeah, tarot has its own meaning, but when I do my readings, whatever I channel for that card is what it is. I don't care what the meaning is. But I feel like for this right now, you're going to be trying to sleep. People going to be distracting you. Phone calls. People, oh, can you do something for me? Oh, can you? Guess what happened? Like, those things when you're trying to rest, it's going to be pissing you off next week. To a point you may literally hold your head like this. Like, please shut the fuck up. Please get out. There's just going to be something here like that. With the Death card, a lot of y'all going to be having to, like... I'm getting other messages now for this. With the Nine of Swords and the Death card, I'm getting like an ending that you don't want to happen, but you know it needs to happen. Okay. For some of you, okay, I'm getting two messages. For some of you, this is pertaining to love. For others of you, this is pertaining to something that you want to end. So for a lot of you, you could want to sleep. You want people to stop bothering you. You can't sleep. Things that keep you up at night. You're having anxiety. You know, you're overthinking. There could be something here like that. Like, mental anguish can cause you not to sleep. As far as you overthinking, feeling depressed, just in your mind. You may need to like drink some tea or do something before you go to bed so you can fall into sleep, because it's gonna be you're gonna be having issues with sleep. I'm getting that. For others of you, you don't want something to end as far as like a relationship or something like that. Okay. So yeah. All right, Pile 1. That's what I got for you. I'm gonna go to Pile 2. Overextended my stay with Pile 1. That was my fault though, because I kept pausing it. All right, Pile 2. Let's see. If you chose this mermaid pen or image 2 And then this is your pile. So let's see, what was I gonna do? I usually rush the readings, y'all, but I'm trying not to do that. Like, I'm trying to make it fast, but not rush, take my time so people could really understand my words. Because sometimes when I'm channeling, I just go. Like, there's nothing stopping me. So let's go to pile 2. For this pile, I'm picking up on taking a trip. Some of you could be going by the water, going by the beach, or wanting to next week. I'm even picking up an aquarium. Some of you have like fish tanks. I don't know. There's something here about fish or mermaids. Yeah. Predictions. Ancestors and spirit guys, please tap me into pile 2's energy. Thank you for your divine light and knowledge always. Ashe. We'll put some oils. Can I have some next week predictions for my pile 2s? Can I have some next week predictions for my pile 2s? Some of you loving that Drake album. Some of you are loving that new Drake. Next week. All right. Next week predictions for my pile 2s. Next week predictions for my pile 2s. Some of y'all gonna have a crush on somebody. You crush him. Oh, I was picking up on this. It's like, no, I'm just playing. I was picking up on this, like, get back energy card. Like, I said card energy, just get back. Having your get backs on somebody, particularly a male. All right. It doesn't have to be a male. You could be a male watching about a female. Take it how it resonates. There's something here about playing somebody at their own game. What they say? Two can play at that. Two can play at that. If somebody in your energy been playing games with you, I feel like you're going to play them at their own game. Look at this. Sorry, not sorry. I feel like you, pile 2, you may tell somebody like it is, or even have an altercation, physical altercation with somebody. This could be a significant lover. But this doesn't have to be like a physical fight. Because you see how he's holding his face and it says sorry, not sorry. Somebody could just be embarrassed by the way you're acting now. Like you're not giving them the time of day. You're not giving them the same attention, the same energy that you once did. And you're not sorry about it. You don't give a fuck, actually. Okay. There's something about turning options down left and right. Being above the program. Feeling like you deserve more. I feel like a lot of people going to be trying to hit on you next week. You're not going to be afraid of telling these people, I'm good. I'm just picking up on energy. I'm good. Or feeling like people are like, your options are not optioning. There's something here like that. Like, You're going to have certain options. Certain people come to you and you're just like, what? If you don't get out of my face, like, that's just the energy you're going to be in. Let's see. Next week predictions for my power tools. Didn't I say something about a beach? Didn't I say something about a beach and the beach popped up? It says doing nothing is fine too. I feel like next week you will be, some of you will be taking a trip. Some of you are already on this trip, on your way there, planning for it. I don't know. You guys know you picked out too. There's something here about you just relaxing on a beach, doing nothing, or relaxing outside. You know, if you have like the pull-out chairs, you could just lay down and just let the grass, you know. There's just something here about lounging, enjoying, making yourself a cool drink, just enjoying your time. I'm not going to say your own company, but you're more at a standstill. You're calm, you're reserved. You're not doing too much with your energy. A lot of you are like unbothered after cutting somebody off. That could be what it is. You're unbothered. You're unbothered. It's like you cut somebody off or you set boundaries with somebody and you're not sorry about it. You're going on with your life. You're moving on with your life. You're enjoying. The fuck? You said what you said. Some of you may be thinking of like setting up a tent or some type of comfortable surrounding scenery in your backyard. Yeah, there's something here about like rebranding the house. I feel like if you've been into it with a person, next week predictions is you're going to be looking good and you're going to purposely like pop out. This person's going to see you. You're not going to be sorry about it. It's something like you're going to purposely show this person like, this is my boundaries. This is how I operate. This is how I am. I'm not sorry about it either. So let's see. Doing nothing is fine too. There's something here about drinking. You may be drinking a lot more than usual next week. But you may be drinking a lot because you're on a vacation or you're somewhere out. So take it how it resonates. Next week predictions for my power twos. Abuse of power. I'm picking up on somebody that is tired of the bare minimum. So next week you may be overwhelmed and tired of dealing with the same type of person. Like, I'm picking up on a female that's tired of dealing with the same type of men. And you got the abuse of power. So this is not like super positive, but I feel like you may just start using people for their money or just be like thinking of it that way because you're always getting hurt. Like when it comes to certain situations, certain dynamics, certain relationships you get into, it just feels like you're always getting the bad end of the stick. So you may be acting out of some type of hurt, wanting to like, what's the point of being like this with this person? This is all that happens anyway. You know what I mean? Like, you might just be like that. For some of you, you could be starting an OnlyFans, or there's something here about showing your body. You could be showing your body for money. Some of you could be dancers. Some of you could be strippers. You could be doing some type of OnlyFans, some type of content. Yeah. I don't really pick up on stuff like that, but you take it how it resonates. There's just something here about money, having money on your mind, you know, not really thinking about the love aspect of it. If you want to talk to somebody, you got money on your mind. Like, you're not thinking about, I'm in love, I'm trying to look for love right now. No, because you've been hurt too much. You got, let's go out of our comfort zone, and it's the little turtle naked. So yeah, you may do something next week because you're fed up and tired of dealing with the same type of relationship issues or problems. You just may be acting out of hurt, but it's going to push you or cause you to do some type of content or show your body for some type of money. And take it how it resonates, you know? This is just next week predictions. You may want to do that, like do something out of your comfort zone for money. It may not be something as far as like, you know, crazy stuff, but it might be as something like showing your body, posting content, OnlyFans. Yeah. How to prediction, next week predictions for my how to's. You have stopped doing so much in reverse. Stop doing so much came out in reverse. And you also have doing nothing is fine too. Remember I was saying that? So I feel like you're going to be ignoring the work that you need to do next week. You don't care about if you have a project that needs to be done. It's like you're going to be putting your responsibilities to the side and you're going to be a little bit irresponsible this week. Like, that's how you're going to be. You're going to be like, fuck being responsible. Fuck always having my shit together. How about I be opposite this week? Because every time I do this, it turns out like this anyway. So I'm just going to do this. So you might be fed up. It's giving fed up with what you got. Fed up how things are playing out, fed up how relationships are going. You're going to just be doing stuff your own way because you're just tired of following the rules, being respectful, being faithful, and getting walked all over. That just reminds me of them quotes when they be like, if you being a good female out here these days, then you a dumb bitch. Like, you know how people be talking about all that stuff. So I'm not agreeing to those things. I'm just saying you might watch those things and feel like, you know what? That's true. Like, I'm sitting here being faithful and loyal, and it just gets me hurt. It gets me cheated on anyway. So it could be something like that. Can I have some predictions for my pile twos, please, Spirit? Can I have some predictions for my pile twos next week? You gotta stop worrying. Predictions for my pile twos. I feel like next week you might be in a state of mind where you're worrying and you're I'm not gonna even say overthinking. I feel like you're just overly worrying about stuff. Yeah, you got I'm not okay. I feel like you're worrying about stuff and the sun is shining right there, so you have nothing to worry about. You see how the bird head is in the ground, but the bird don't see that the sun is out. The bird don't see that it's a nice day. Is in the ground looking for stuff. Or it's the fact that the bird's head is in the dark. You won't know that it's light outside because your head is in the dark. So it's something here about your mindset thinking negative. There's something here about looking at things on the bright side. Next week, you may be seeing things from a negative point of view and a negative perspective, and it's going to cause you to do something that you don't really want to do, you know? So be aware of that. You also have I'm not okay. Aww. I'm hearing I'm talking to you, baby. I need you. I'm talking to you, baby. I miss you. Somebody's missing you, or you're going to be missing somebody. It says I'm not okay. So you may be missing somebody next week. You may be missing what you guys used to have, the things you guys used to do, what you guys, you know. There's something here about purity. You need to cleanse because there's going to be like a dark energy around. And it's not really that bad. I just feel like it's influencing the way you're thinking. It's going to influence. I'm not saying it's a dark energy like you need to cleanse in the sense of there's some type of paranormal thing happening. Like, no, I mean it in the sense of this dark energy is making you think negative, like things are going to go wrong or somebody's out to get you or something like that. It may make you make impulsive decisions thinking that somebody's doing you wrong or something like that. So this is why I say cleanse, because when you cleanse, you have a clearer mindset. You'll have more clarity and more direction. So there's something here like that. You got, I'm not always an angel. So again, there was something here about next week. You're going to be doing something for money. I mean, it don't, take it how it resonates. I'm not looking at it in that way, like OnlyFans and stuff like that, but take it how you resonate. Take it how it resonates for you. For some of you, this could be dancing, this could be stripping, this could be anything. Fast money. You know what I mean? It don't gotta be something sexual, but it could be fast money. It could be something that makes you feel like, all right, I have two sides to me. Like, I'm not perfect, and you don't want people to judge you for it. So it's something here like that, because you got, I'm not always an angel. So next week you may need some extra money and do something for money, and again, it doesn't have to be sexual. So we take that how that resonates. Prediction, next week predictions for my pile twos. Next week predictions for my pile twos. Yeah, don't turn back. For a lot of you, you could be telling somebody this, like a significant other, like letting them know you have other sides to you. Like, it's not always love and light over here, or you're not always going to have good days. It's going to be days where it's going to rain over here. Like, you're going to be telling people or telling somebody, like, I'm not perfect. I have my days. You're going to be feeling moody as well next week. There's some type of decision that you're going to make, and you're going to stand on it. It's going to be finalized with the don't turn back. You're going to make your decision to move from a place or move on. This could be work, relationship, or however it may resonate. Yeah. And it may just be a way of being. It says don't turn back. So be careful that next week you're not making a solid decision to not turn back on the way of being. But don't make the decisions next week, because I feel like you're going to be in a negative space and mindset. You're not thinking super clear. So it's not the best time to make solid decisions. There's just something here about you trying to make a solid decision next week, but it might not be the best. So you need to think about that. It might not be the best because you're moody. You're not in your full, the way you feel. Like, all right. Next week predictions. Yeah, I feel like there's going to be somebody, like a lover, you're going to get into it with. But it's mainly like this person always plays with you. So you may just already be in the mood, like, I'm ready for their bullshit. When that's going to be the first time out of all the years that they're going to not be playing with you. When you're going to be fed up and you're going to be like, you know what? Telling them like it is, you know, playing their same game that they're playing with you, because that's all they ever freaking do. But that might not be the right time to do it. Right when you decide to give them a taste of your own medicine, they might be on the right timing. You know, it's going to be some weird, confusing shit like that. But to avoid it, I say do a cleanse, you know, just something simple where you can just have some type of clarity. You're making the right decisions. That's all I'm saying. All right. Predictions for next week. My pile twos. You guys, sometimes I need help. God. So next week you may be hiding that you're actually in a down mood from somebody. I'm getting a significant other, even family members and friends. You might not tell people like how you really feeling next week. But you're going to be in a vulnerable state where you kind of need somebody at the same time. This may cause you to do something like branch out. How can I say this? I'm going to just give you an example, and I'm not saying this is you. But sometimes when people need somebody and they don't have anyone, they end up doing things rebellious. Like, let's say a freaking woman got hurt. She don't have her person no more. She's not talking to her person. Family members won't understand. She needs money. She needs something. Now she's thinking about going to strip. Now she's thinking about ways she can get fast money, where she can mask her pain, don't have to think about the heartbreak, but she needs something fast. It's going to like influence you to do something negative. So this is just an example. I'm not saying this is what you're going to do. This is your lifestyle. No. But through something happening to you and isolating yourself, not telling somebody, you're going to want to numb the pain next week through something, through doing something else. And it might not be the best thing. So I'm going to pull tarot cards and then we're going to end it here. Predictions next week for my pile twos. Predictions next week for my pile twos. I'm hearing that song Beyonce, No Angel. You're no angel either, baby. You got the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups always gives me that you need to choose your options wisely, because if you look at the Seven of Cups, some of the cups options is not good. There's like snakes, there's sharp things, scorpions, there's good things too. There's jewels and bedazzles, and there's God, there's like an angel, there's a woman, like, you know, you see it. And then there's also snakes and this little lizard, and it's, you know, it's just choose wisely. Choose wisely, pile two. This is going to be the theme of your next week. Choose your decisions wisely. No matter what the decision is, it can be small, but everything, every cause, every action causes a reaction, and you need to know that. So just choose wisely. You got this. But right now your mindset could be in a negative space. I'm not going to say dark. It's more negative than dark, because I don't feel like you're depressed. I just feel like you're more tired of shit. You're more tired of stuff happening to you. So I'm going to put one more, and then we're going to go to pile three. Next week predictions for my pile twos. I got the Emperor. Next week predictions for my pile twos. Some of y'all gonna get a talk with an older male. This could be a church person. This could be somebody from work. This could be a family member. This could be an older guy that you know on the block. This could be the older guy at the store, the gas station. It's just gonna be an older male trying to tell you some type of advice or knowledge. I would say take heed, listen. But I do see somebody approaching you with some type of knowledge. There's always some older person that has some type of knowledge and juice to drop on people. I don't know, like I grew up always seeing some random old person like come out of nowhere and say something. That's maybe the nature of old people, I don't know, or if it's just where I grew up. But there's something here, like you're gonna have somebody approach you, whether it's a family member or somebody that always see you, but they're older male. They're gonna tell you some type of advice. They're gonna give you something that you could take on with you. Yeah. I feel like if you are in a relationship or you're in a talking stage with somebody has the potential. I do feel like it's going to be not your full mature love that you want, but it has room for improvement, if it makes sense. Somebody's going to try to offer or fix things with you. If things have been shaky, it doesn't mean that you've been in a fight with this person, but things may just be dry. It may not be the same. Some type of energy change is going to happen regarding you and this person next week. And things are going to take time. If you do want to progress with this person, it will need work. Okay, this is not something that's going to be fast, or just because you're talking to them again, y'all mended things, is going to be back on track. No, you need to work towards this because of generational issues, curses, whatever's in the way. You guys need to work on this together if this is what you want. All right, pile two. But that's what I got for you. If you like the way I read, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to go to pile three. Christina's gone. Pile three. If you chose it, thumbnail 3 or this setting spray, then this is your pile. We're gonna get right into it. We're gonna be doing next week's predictions. Ancestors and spirit guys, please tap me into pile 3's energy. Thank you for your divine light and knowledge always. There's something here about car shopping. Because I'm hearing Beamer, Benz, and Bentley. Beamer, Benz, and Bentley. I don't even listen to the songs, yo. Some of these channel songs, it'd be so funny because I never really listen to them. The fact that I know them and I don't really listen to them is so funny. Alright. There's something here about window shopping, car shopping. Oh, God. Are some of you like older men or something? Because I'm hearing 50 Cent songs and Lloyd Banks. Some of y'all could be from New York. This is just channel messages, guys. So take it how it resonates. But I'm hearing that song about 50 Cent, Window Shopper. He was like, mad at me. I think I know why. And you a window shopper. In the jewelry store looking at shit you can't buy. I feel like you're going to have some type of haters. Or you could be the window shopper. You could be looking around, putting things in your cart, you know, not ready to buy it yet. But you looking around for your purchases and stuff like that. For some of you, it's cars. It's like bigger things. It's not like your window shopping jewelry. For some of you, you're window shopping houses. You're window shopping, not window shopping, but you're looking it up. You're looking at cars. You're thinking about like their next move. Where I'm going to move next. What I'm going to be driving next. What I'm going to be doing financially. There could just be something here about planning. Predictions for next week for my pile 3. Solid foundations. Yeah. Didn't I say something about planning? You got I deserve abundance. I love this little card. It's very cute. And it's crazy, like they're thinking about it. You see, like I deserve abundance and love is on the mind and stuff like that. So there's something here about you're going to be trying to plan out your financial status, like for the next couple years, like how I want to be. What do I want to be doing? You might even be thinking about your relationships. Like, do I want to be married? Do I want another child? These are the things you're planning for the future. Okay, pile 3. There's something here about organizing, planning, getting things together. So next week you may be organizing, planning. Some of you may be moving, you know. It could just be as simple as that. So you're just like getting things together, boxing things up. What goes here? What goes there? Do I keep this? Do I get rid of it? I'm also hearing yard sale. So you may think about selling some of your stuff. Yeah, because I'm seeing a whole bunch of stuff on the lawn in my mind's eye. So like you could be thinking about giving away some stuff, furniture, clothes, it doesn't matter. There's some type of like reset. If you're not moving, it could be like spring cleaning, summer cleaning, I don't know. Predictions for my pile 3s. Some of you may you may notice that you have some type of like joint issues. So if you've been feeling like soreness in your fingers, especially like if you're a hair braiders or you use your fingers a lot, you use your hands a lot, you may have some joint issues, and you may realize like if you don't work on this now or fix it now, it may later lead to like arthritis or something more serious. Again, I keep picking up on stuff leading to the future. So you're going to be thinking about the future a lot. Like, let me fix up my health. Let me make sure I'm doing the right thing. So when time goes by, I won't be affected. I'll have my ducks in a row. I'll be good. So there's something here about planning for the future overall, even health-wise, okay? Predictions for my pile 3s. Slowly but surely. Didn't I say something about... This is slowly but surely always gives me planning cards. You know what I mean? Like you're going to be sitting down, jotting things down, organizing, brainstorming. Like these are all the things I need to accomplish before this age. Slowly but surely. You know what I mean? Like that's what you're going to be on. You're going to be thinking, how can I be successful? for the long run, not just a quick couple $100,000. How can I keep this going for my generation to come? So there's something here about networking, researching, expanding. So these are all keywords for your next week, pile 3. Yeah. Predictions for next week for my pile 3s. Next week predictions for my pile 3s. I feel like I gotta use another deck, y'all. Next week predictions for my pile 3s. I'm picking up on cleaning heavy. Y'all gonna be cleaning the house. I don't know if y'all moving or y'all about to go on a trip. Pile 3. I'm picking up a move or just like a major clean. Things you couldn't do before, you didn't have the time or something like that. I'm picking up on cleaning, like getting the not the gutters, that back room that you didn't go in, the guest room, the storage room. Like you're gonna be cleaning those type of rooms, and yeah. Next week predictions for my pile 3s. You got no. And it's like dark, shadowy hands trying to touch this girl. And she's like, no. For other times, I would predict this as options. But for this time, I'm predicting this as your shadow sides, demons. You know, like when I say demons, I'm not thinking of something fictional. So please take that out of your mind, far away, and throw it in garbage. I'm thinking about like habits, old ways. Those can be demons too. It doesn't have to be this big scary thing in the corner of your room. It can simply be you saying no to old habits, old things that you're used to doing. Like if you're used to smoking or overeating or doing something, you're going to be telling yourself, I got this. I'm in control. Discipline is me. I'm disciplined. I'm not going to sit here and backtrack because we're thinking about the future here. So again, very focused, very in your element, very much feeling responsible, like you have things to do. You have responsibilities. You have to think about the future. But there's going to be something igniting this feeling within you. It's not going to just be out the blue. You're already probably working on something at this moment that's going to lead you to that, feeling like that next week. Okay? But I do see you saying no to stuff like, no, I don't want to smoke today. No, I'm not going to go out today. No, I don't want to, I'm not going to eat that. I'm not going to overeat. I'm not going to eat no sweets. Like, I'm not going to eat carbs. Like, I just see you saying no. And it's a good thing because it's in a disciplined way. You're focused. What's that song? I always hear a song, don't I? And this one I really never freaking, like, what's that, Head in the Game by High School Musical? I don't listen to that at all, 0%. I think I heard it once on a commercial years ago. So maybe that, maybe that resonates with the Head in the Game part. Some people like that stuff. Some people like Disney. So to this day, I don't really know why. Okay. Let's see. Next week predictions from my pile. Please. Next week predictions from my pile, please. I think I need another deck. I'm going to pull my other deck. Hold on, y'all. You got do not push me, and it's like a boss telling this person what to do. And she's kind of side-eyeing. I'm like, your breath stink. You on my back. I can feel you on my back. You know what I mean? She's kind of like, back the fuck up. So I feel like next week, you may be fed up. Like, again, you're thinking about future plans and goals. So you may be tired. Remember I said it's going to be something that push you there. So it could be a boss. It could be somebody breathing down your back where you just deciding you want to do something for yourself. Like, you're tired of working here. You know, this person's always not seeing your work for what it is. And it don't got to be this example, but, you know, take it how it resonates. Somebody might just not be seeing your value, whether this is a workplace, a relationship, or whatever, and you're deciding to like plan your future out a little bit better because you know this is something you don't want to deal with for life. Like, you don't see yourself being 40 years old, 35, even 30, with somebody telling you what to do, and on top of that, they're not even seeing your value and you're busting your ass. So it's going to be something here that motivates you to kind of work for yourself, get up and find something else to do, whether that requires you stop smoking for a little bit, stop drinking for a little bit. Like, you're going to be cutting off habits just for your future, so you can up your status, you can up your financial gain, you know, network, put yourself out there a little bit more. So there's something here like enough is enough type of energy for you, pal 3. But we gonna pull another deck, see what else we get. My finger is really hurting, and it didn't happen until pile 3. So you may hit your finger in the door or something. Just be careful. Yeah, I'm picking up on somebody slamming the door on your finger. Like, all 4 of my fingers hurt, all out of nowhere. So I don't know what's gonna happen to your hand, and it's the right hand, so be careful. I know when this reading is done, it's gonna go away because it's definitely something to do with this reading. I don't know what that is. All right, let's go. Next week predictions. Some of y'all need glasses. Sorry, I ain't even yell it at y'all. Some of y'all need glasses. You're gonna have eye issues next week. You're gonna be, it's getting a little blurry now. Like, you may have to check out your vision to see if you need glasses. But some of you do need glasses. You will be prescribed glasses, because it's like, as you're getting older or as time passes, you're noticing like blurriness, you know. So yeah, next week predictions for my pile 3s. Next week predictions for my pile 3s. Next week, you're going to be trying to really change. Like I said, you're going to be trying to step into this more disciplined version of you, but you're going to have people around you trying to keep you stuck. So remember that card I pulled when it said no? So you're gonna have like, you have like a friend, a family member, somebody around you that it has a bad reputation. Like, they don't change. They've been smoking, drinking for years, all type of stuff. And it doesn't have to be those things, but for what you're trying to do right now in your life, whoever this person is, they're gonna weigh you down. Whatever the habits that they carry, it's gonna weigh you down because their influence is high over you. This could be a close friend, a family member, whatever. But I do see you saying no. Like, if they want to hang out or something, I do see you saying no, like you're good, and rejecting it. But just be careful of people trying to like keep you down, keep you stuck while you're trying to rise up out of those things, okay? Yeah. And I'm also seeing like, this person sees you trying, they don't care. Like, you see how they look? It's one of those type of people. Like, are you trying to do better? I don't care. Come smoke, come drink. Like, you know, that they don't see the vision. This is somebody that doesn't have that motivational spirit. They look at it like, what is that going to do for you? When you know, when you keep consistent mindset and keep working towards your goals, what happens? You get it. You get what you want. This person is somebody that will work towards their goals a little bit, don't get it, and just say, man, that doesn't even exist, and continue to do like shitty stuff. So you don't want to be around that energy. You're going to be saying no to that energy, but I'm just giving you a heads up. Like, they will try it. Next week predictions for my pile 3. It says fake flexing, acts rich, flosses money, acts fancy, shows off, etc. I feel like the best thing for you, pile 3, next week is to stay in your own element, stay in your zone, stay focused. Even if somebody like come to you, this could be somebody that like an option, okay? Because remember, I was picking up on the option thing earlier too. So I feel like you may have people trying to come towards you, acting like they're your type, the type of person that you're wanting to court or want to court you, and that's not what it is. So be aware of wolves in sheep's clothing. Yeah. Be aware of somebody just acting like they match your type just because they know what you like. There's something here like that. Don't fall for it. Especially, I feel like you, Power 3, it's not that you're materialistic, but you're getting older and you want something stable. You want stability. So if you're dating right now, you're not really going to date somebody that doesn't have a job. You're not really going to date. And I think that's most of us, right? It's not all about gold digging and stuff like that. You want somebody stable. As long as you're stable, I'm not asking you for your money, but I want you to be stable. And I feel like people in this particular person might hit you up next week and pretend that they're stable and they're not. So, let's see. Power 3 predictions for next week. And then we're going to end it here. Yeah, an offer. You got an offer coming next week. But again, this person may be fake flexing. They might not have it like that. So whether that interests you or not, it's up to you if you want to deal with it. But yeah, Power 3, that's what I got for you. If you like the way I read, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to see y'all next time. Bye.